Now we bring you the story of a family of 9 Sudanese refugees ranging in ages from 8 to 84, discovering an entirely new life in the farmlands of rural Virginia after being persecuted for their Christian faith. VOA's Catherine Gibson visited the family's new church to talk to the once imprisoned pastor. In his first interview since being freed, Hassan Abdurrahim talks about his ordeal, which ended after a U.S. lawmaker reached out to Khartoum.
Old hymns in unfamiliar English. Just 6 weeks in the United States, Hassan Abdurrahim can just follow along. He's learning the hymns his new neighbors already know. And with his family at his side, sharing their hymns.
Hey, Michael.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Morning.
Your daughter has a really pretty voice.
Savoring a moment of peace he still can't believe is possible.
The first day when they took us to the prison, they beat us.
Pastors like Hassan aren't outlawed in his native Sudan, but Christians are an endangered minority. He says he lived with the possibility of prison every day. Of all the hardships, interrogations and tiny prison cells, Hassan says the worst was not knowing.
It was a very hard time for me thinking of my family because I don't know anything about them.
But even a 12-year prison sentence for espionage couldn't shake his faith.
No one told me that, but I have the peace. There's something going outside, but I don't know.
Far from Sudan, a Facebook post telling Hassan's story was reaching the right person.
I didn't know any better, so I got in my car with my letter that I'd written and drove to the Sudanese embassy.
It was the first time a member of Congress had spoken to the Sudanese government in 10 years. After a lot of work and a trip to Sudan, Garrett worked with NGOs to secure Hassan's release.
I commend the Sudanese government to the extent that they were willing to acknowledge that mistakes have been made in the past and that there's a need to reassess how religious minorities are treated. That's progress.
Hassan and his family visited Washington to see the man responsible for their new life.
Tom, thank you so much.
Oh, no, it's great seeing you guys.
It meant a lot to them and to the congressman.
You can love a bill, you can advocate on behalf of a bill, you can believe in a bill, but you can't say a prayer with the bill, have dinner with the bill, shake hands with the bill. And it was sort of surreal.
As strange as leaving the streets of Khartoum for Garrett's Virginia district, where 5 churches worked together to set up Hassan and his family with a home on the farm of their new pastor. Surrounded by fields where the family will soon see snow for the first time. So many changes, but all grounded by a father's certainty.
Even though it is hard for us to leave the country, but I think it is also better. I don't want them to grow there and then to go through a lot of difficulty that I went through it. So here I know here they can have chance.
A chance made possible by churches and a congressman. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Cumberland, Virginia.
Some indigenous producers of Nigerian drinks are expanding their reach and taking advantage of international platforms to showcase their products. At the first International Drinks Festival in Lagos, over 90 locally made wines, spirits, health drinks, and unique traditional mixes were on display to over 15,000 customers and investors. The entrepreneurs hope to compete with imported brands and get a larger share of the beverage market.
Hot water, millet, guinea corn, sweet potatoes, ginger, clove, honey, and dates are ingredients for making the traditional Nigerian beverage known as kunu. What started as a hobby for a 39-year-old banker, Ene Onwuka, has become a growing enterprise of bottling and selling the non-alcoholic drink from northern Nigeria. She has so far sold over 10,000 bottles of a brand Kunuski, which is on display at the first International Drinks Festival in Lagos.
I think the word international actually struck me. I'm like, okay, it's an opportunity for me to
bring Kunuske out, because a lot of people actually want to drink Kunu, but they don't know where to get it from. They want to be sure of the hygiene. They want to be sure of the people making it. They want to be sure that this is okay for them to take.
Over 90 Nigerian beverages, alongside some foreign brands, are showcased to about 20,000 consumers and investors at the 3-day event.
Our drinks are made in Nigeria, proudly Nigerian drinks. That's what they aim. All our brands are proudly Nigerian. So we have carbonated drinks, we have malts, we have chocolate drinks, we have gin, we have brandy, we have rum, we have red wine as well. So those are our staples.
After a drastic drop in oil prices, Africa's largest exporter of crude has been working on diversifying the economy to develop local sectors. Organizers of the festival plan to harness Nigeria's diverse selection of locally made drinks.
This is a way of putting our own drinks on the map, because when people come from all over the world for the International Drinks Festival, they get to not just experience the normal drinks that they know, but also experience the local drinks like the Kunu, the Zobo, the palm wine and all. And investors can actually look into how do we get this exported and all. So that's basically what we're trying to do here.
Onwuka's products, like other new entrants at the festival, is well received.
I came to try out everything, and I just tried out tiger nut milk from Kunuski, and I like it, so I'm going to buy about 3 or 4 to share with my friends.
With the success of the Drinks Festival, producers and marketers have their eyes on international opportunities for entrepreneurs through export.
Well, that's our show for today. You can find all the continent's top national and international news online at voaafrica.com. Be sure to check it out. I'm Vince McCory in Washington, wishing you all great times. Now, Joker Rogers has our last word from Lagos.
Thanks, Vincent. We look forward to bringing you another show next week. Do remember that channelstv.com is your source for news, sports, and other programming around the clock. I'm Joker Rogers. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and happy holidays.